40th away go top of Super League stop the season now. Unbelievable from the Warrington Wolves. What a performance this has been. Without question, Sam Burgess' best since being in charge of the Warrington Wolves. They're in dreamland as it's a nightmare on Elm Street, or shall we say Robin Park, for the Wigan Warriors. Oh, Freddie Krueger's hand was coming up all the time, wasn't it? He had him, Warrington had him in the clutches. No doubt about that whatsoever. Wigan Warriors can have no arguments in this game. They loaded the front exactly like they did against Hull FC. This is a big concern now, surely, for Matty P. Yes, they're missing the likes of French and Field, and clearly their attack isn't as good. A pretty bad night for Fairman as well, but we're going to let that lad off. He's been outstanding for Wigan and will be a superstar in the future, no doubt about that. But, 2 weeks in a row now, Wigan have loaded the front row, and bottom line is, well, Hull FC and now the Warrington Wolves have put them to the sword. Luke Yates, what a hit to start, and Warrington never looked back, never, ever looked back. Everything about this Warrington Wolves performance just scream quality. Now, don't get me wrong, I still think the Wigan Warriors will probably go on to be in the grand final and win the grand final. I've said it. That's what I think. So you Wigan fans, don't worry about that. I still think Wigan will eventually be Super League champions this year. But that said, we've been saying all year they're a shoo-in. Maybe they're not. This performance from the Warrington Wolves says there is a glimmer of hope for the likes of Warrington, for the likes of Hull KR. We've seen KR defeat Wigan, of course, this season. There's no doubt in my mind that on the day, Warrington and KR at the moment of the chasing crop, and again, don't count out the Lee Leopards. We spoke about them earlier in the shed. That performance against Saints, they could do that to any team. There's enough teams in this competition that on their day can rival the Wigan Warriors. I think over a 27-round comp, they should finish top of Super League with a roster they've got. That all of a sudden now is in jeopardy. What a game we've got to look forward to when Wigan go up against League a week on Tuesday. That one is not to be missed. Tuesday night Rugby League. Oh yes, give me a bit of that. No doubt about that whatsoever. I'll be tuning in all the way from sunny Cyprus to see what happens there. But yeah, this was a really solid performance from the Warrington Wolves. And what's really good for Sam Burgess, and I think they said it on Sky, for a long time, Warrington have not given youth a chance. Adam Holroyd again for Warrington Wolves. A brilliant performance from him on the edges. He is a fine player indeed. I said last week, he reminds me on when we put him in team of the week of a young John Bateman. Of course, John Bateman is going to be going in there as well. Warrington at this moment in time look balanced. They've missed out a few centre positions, but there he is. Aaron Lindop, what a player this kid is. We've been telling you about him, for many years. And, we saw glimpses, we've seen little cameos here and there, but this was a real breakout moment. That second try from Lindop, oh yes, way beyond his years. An outstanding bit of play, real quality there from Aaron Lindop. The fact that he broke the tackle and then he put the afterburners on. Incredible stuff from Aaron Lindop on the night. I thought the Warrington attack was bruising, led by Luke Yates. Varney put in a good shift as well once again for the Warrington Wolves. There was no Jimmy Harrison in this, so lacked a little bit in that front row, but Luke Yates just stepped up, not a problem at all. Brought forward. I thought Musgrove was very decent when he come on. He packed a little bit of punch. I think Crowther, he punches way above his weight for the Warrington Wolves. But yeah, Matty Pete will be devastated. 40 points to 4. This just doesn't happen. Doesn't happen to the Wigan Warriors. They were saying on Sky how long ago it was since such a result like this occurred for the Wigan Warriors. Are they going to be concerned? Well, I think they've got to be. Any professional side is going to be, especially one like Wigan with the team that they've got. 2 defeats in a row. What a real, let's be fair, they were blown away from Hull FC last week in the first period and nearly brought it back. Hull FC grinding out that win. But this was an absolute demolition job from the Warrington Wolves. Some incredible performances in there. Roderick Ty, whoa, I'll tell you what, unbelievable. Is he a bow? What is it? What is he? How do you like your ties? Well, I'll tell you now, I like mine, Roderick. What an outstanding God. If you were having him around your lapels, you'd look pretty smart, wouldn't you? Let's be fair. What a performance from Roderick Ty. A lovely try as well at the end. Again, a gritty try, really gritty on the edges. I mean, again, where's Bateman going to go? I mean, for me, Aaron Lindop, undroppable. I'm going to tell you right now, I disagree with Sky. Aaron Lindop, man of the match for a young kid. We've been waxing lyrical over Robertson, Eckersley over the recent weeks. Now it's time to wax lyrical over a Warrington Wolves emerging talent that is Aaron Lindop. What a performance this was against Wigan in their own backyard. Absolutely incredible. Aaron Lindop, sir, I salute you. 3 points from me. I'm not having any arguments with regards to that whatsoever. What a performance from the young man. 2 points, absolutely, Luke Yates. Both sides of the ball, gritty going forward, solid indeed. This is what Sam Burgess knew he was going to get. Luke Yates himself said, "I think this is what he thought he was going to get." We all know that Luke Yates' quality. The cowbell armour, they would have been sat there watching that, saluting him when he got his full-time man of the match from Sky. No issues with that from Sky, but like I said, I just like what Lindop did at his age. Again, we've been waxing lyrical over these other kids like Logan Moyes and all that. So it's now time to wax lyrical about Aaron Lindop. Is this kid going to be a future international? I think it's an absolute shoo-in. What a performance from him. But like I say, Yates, the cowbell armour, they know exactly what the Warrington Wolves have got. They would have been delighted for Luke Yates getting the man of the match. He's had 2 stellar games against Saints and against Wigan, and now he's got KR to look forward to next week. The one point I'm going to give to George Williams, it was a close one between him and Duffy, it always is, but I thought Williams really poor by his standards, not his best performance at Wembley. I thought this was an important game against his former employers, and I thought George stood up to it really well indeed. Of course, he got an assist. I thought his kicking game was pretty much on point. He ran when he needed to run. Actually, 124 metres from George. That's only, Matt Duffy, not as usual. He only got 132 in this one, so he won't be top meter maker this week. But like I say, George Williams, for me, just his smarts, calming it down at the right moments, really marshalling the team very, very effectively around the field. At least that's how it looked to me anyway. I thought he deserved his point. The wire top, at the start of this round, we were saying KR could have finished top. If Warrington got a narrow win, then maybe it would be Hull KR that would have sat top of Super League at the end of round number 19. As it happens, the Warrington Wolves, like I say, absolutely unbelievable performance. This is a statement win. There's no doubt about that. A statement win from Sam Burgess's men. If they can play like that against any side, they'll come out on the winning side more than the losing side. Will Wigan play better? Yes, they probably will. But like for me, Saints, I think at times we've got to just say, no, actually, this isn't about Wigan were playing poor. They were bullied, they were out muscled. That was the reality of it. The only thing Wigan can take away from this was a superb try from Liam Marshall. Again, just quality from Smith. Little dink over the top. Fewless nowhere to be seen. Down goes Liam Marshall. Outstanding, absolutely outstanding piece of play. And at that point, 6-4, you're thinking, this is going to be game on. And then Warrington just went off like a freight train. Unbelievable. No Thomas the Tank here. This was Gordon, number 4, no question. What a performance from the Warrington Wolves. They will leave the Brick Community Stadium so happy, but now they've got to go and back it up. It's unthinkable, isn't it? Could they do the 3? We said at the start of this 3-game trilogy, Saints, Wigan and Hull KR, all of the teams around them, if they was to defeat Hull KR at the Halliwell Jones next week, wow, that really is a statement of intent, isn't it? And maybe, just maybe, don't get me wrong, I'm not going to say it's their year, but maybe, just maybe, they'll get a bit of respect. And people will be thinking, hang on a minute, we need to be taking Warrington very, very seriously because they've got the roster, and at the moment, they're playing some great rugby league football. What are your thoughts on that? Get in the comments, like, comment, and subscribe. But the wire, whoa. All of those travelling supporters, they will be, they've been purring home. Even if they ran out of unleaded or diesel, they'd have flown home last night, the Warrington Wolves fans. They've been waiting so long for that performance at the DW, and there you jolly well go. The Wigan Warriors 4, the Warrington Wolves 40. Woo! Super League, it's the gift that just keeps giving. It's game on, folks. We'll see you next time for more In the Sheds.